Good morning and God blessings to you. Thank you. Hopefully I'm blessed today, and hopefully the questions are blessed, or maybe difficult. Who knows? It's 3 a.m. A typical ghost time to be awake, I should say. So that does make sense. 1 minute past 8. 3 is mega. 3 is earlier than 8. That is right. Too early. I know. Yeah. I wanna sleep. I wanna go back to bed. No, I'm joking. I'm ready. I'm awake. We're good. It's Tuesday, and I haven't had any tea coffee yet this morning. No satanic questions. Episode 666 did feature satanic questions. I don't know if you had the others. Probably have. 8 a.m. is too early. 8 a.m. it's early, isn't it? It's early. It's a nice start. Good morning, Taiwan, John. How are we doing? I'm taking the win. Do it. That's what you gotta do. Wartime indeed. Thank you, Joe, for 100 coins. Joe is awake. That is true as well. And spending money. The first thing to do when you're awake is to donate to buy more coins. That's what I need to do this morning. Buy more coins. There we go. Joe's always awake. Just doesn't sleep. That's right. It's a long day today as well. Not long, but we've got this now at 8, and then more trivia in 12 hours, and then we got more or less in 13 hours. It feels so long to say 13 hours is a thing, but it is, isn't it? It is. So that'll be fun. That'll be good. More or less a fun show. Have you got anything different this week? I don't know, really. Probably not. No major format changes. Not that I can think of. Ugh. Got my internet fixed. It's good. Hello, John M. I wonder how long until. I wonder how big the audience will get eventually. That's what I'm thinking this morning. It'd be kind of fun, crazy. We have like 300 people in the morning shows. That'd be kind of crazy. Will we get some new faces? That's true. And more people do seem to be coming on the wheel than before now. Before when we started, we had like 8 to 10 to 12, and now it's like 40 people on the wheel. So that is a lot. I'm still not happy with any wheel. Any wheel software I've used, I'm not happy with. We're gonna have to maybe adjust and make our own wheel software. Wake up and yawn. Exactly. I don't think I've yawned yet, have I? Oh yeah, goats. I remember when people were saying goat, I thought people were meaning like, oh, the goats, the greatest. But actually, there were literal goats, weren't there? Or more or less last week, I remember now, with apricots. Technically, apricots could have a game, but yeah, my ancestors invented the medieval torture wheel. It's true. The wheel. I've read what did I read recently? Berserk. That's what I read. It's like an anime manga. I read the manga, I think it was, and they have people getting tortured on the wheel in medieval times. Why were they doing it? Because they didn't believe in some religion. Anyway, it is 5 minutes past 8. It is time in London, that is. So it's time for some morning trivia. Good morning, all. I hope everyone had a pleasant day yesterday. This is a very easy. My name is Tim, and this is our very easy more trivia quiz. It's really easy. You got to get 5 questions right. If you get 5 questions right, well, you don't have to get 5 questions right, but you have to get 30,000 points, and you can get a max of 10,000 points per question. If you get over 30,000 points, you win a split of our pot of 25 English pounds. That is all you get. You get a split. That's it. If you win, you get a split. Easy. That's it. Easy. That's it. It's just 5 questions. And we pay out everything on Mondays through your PayPal from your registered email. So that's it. So, on that note, easy. Let's go for the first question. I should say as well, don't just look at the questions. You got to listen to what I say because that is also important. But my first question is a question with a not easy answer. It is, where is the love? Where is the love, guys? Where is the love? That is my question. Where does it live? Who has it? How do I find it? But also, where is the love is the name of the #1 chart-topping song from Pitbull, Black Eyed Peas, or the Pussycat Dolls. Where is the love? I remember growing up, 9960. That's a good score. That's a good score. Everyone wanted 10k there. It's an easy one. It is, of course, the Black Eyed Peas. Hopefully an easy one to start with. Asking everyone, where is the love? 96 if you're getting that right. 5 for Pitbull. 10 for Pussycat Dolls. I can see maybe why you'd say Pussycat Dolls, but it is in fact the Black Eyed Peas. I remember the song came out. I went to a very religious school growing up, and they used this song on like every single video that I ever watched, and it was overused, and I'm kind of sick of the song now, so maybe I'll listen to it again on my way in and see if I've got over it. But they did play that song a lot. I think it was out on the charts for like 36 weeks or something. It came out in 2003. But yeah, it was alright at the time. Overplayed though. Overplayed to death. Right. Question 2. It is this man, Che Guevara, fashion icon for Gen Z. Not so much for earlier generations. But my question is, this person was killed while trying to start a revolution in which country? Was it Cuba, Argentina, or Bolivia? Now, Che Guevara, he's famously Cuban, but he didn't die in Cuba. He actually died starting a revolution in Bolivia, is where he died, which 32 of you got right. Well done. 67 went for Cuba. 12 Argentina. I can see why you go for Cuba. That was a kind of brutal question, but yeah, he died in Bolivia, unfortunately. Che Guevara's birth certificate also lists him as Ernesto Guevara. So there we are. Ernesto actually his real name. He should have used that. Is it better than Che? Cuba is the right, says Handsome. Cuba is not the right. He died in Bolivia. Look at what time we're doing. Urban Sombrero, first is followed by John M. Now got that Hot Pie in the Sky, Adi Fun Princess, a Gale, Indica, Falling Knife, and Giselle in 10th place. His ma was Irish. That's very interesting. I started reading more about Che Guevara actually, it was like, yeah, it's quite interesting to read about him. Very interesting history. He did die in Bolivia, correct? Yes. Right, his name was Seamus. I feel like maybe I'm believing everything in chat now too much. Right, question number 3. Kublovia could be. We're talking about. Does anyone know where this place is? This wonderful, beautiful city. Does anyone know where that is? I'll give you a clue. It's in Italy. It's not Prague. It's very warm there as well right now. It's not Rio. It is in fact Florence. Florence, the land in Italy. High five. Getting it. Well done. My question is though, Florence is the capital city of which Italian region? Is it Lombardy, Calabria, or Tuscany? Now, I would highly recommend going to Italy if you haven't been, because it is very, very nice and very warm. 10k for real. Because of course, Florence is the capital of Tuscany, which 60 of you got right. Well done. 12 for Lombardy and 34 for Calabria. My pronunciation is probably terrible. Well done to everyone getting that right. Fun fact about Florence: it was actually the first city in Europe to pave its streets in 1339, which was done by the donations of many, many merchants. That's it. That's how they did it. Right. Question number 4. It is this guy, Sonic, as we call him in England, Sonic, My question is, what was the original name of Sonic? Was it Bluey, Ryan, or Mr. Needlemouse? Come on, Sonic. What were you called? He was in fact called Mr. Needlemouse. Needlemouse is correct, which 38 of you got right. 33 went for Bluey, 17 for Ryan. So, funny enough, it was Needlemouse, because Needlemouse is actually the direct translation in Japanese to hedgehog. So, it was a mistranslation, which is why he got called Needlemouse. False, says Hot Pie in the Sky. Uh-oh. Well, let's look at the leaderboards and how we're doing. Was it wrong? Was it wrong? I'm curious. Anyway, Urban Sombrero in first, followed by Hot Pie in the Sky. Emma is in third. 4 is Indica. 5 is Nick. Dennis, Anime Dan, John M, E.G. Vickers, and Now Cut That Out. With Dennis, Nick, Indica, Emma, Hawaiian Sky, and Urban Sombrero already in the top, winning. So 6 winners so far. And we have one more question to go. Mistranslation. But wasn't it a mistranslation because that's where he ended up being called originally? But we'll go back anyway. Anyway, we got it right, it's fine. Mistranslated. But it doesn't mean, oh, it doesn't mean hedgehog. Interesting, interesting. Right, question number 5. We're talking about these things. Hello, hola, ciao, bonjour, aloha, shalom. Languages, we all speak them, and some of us speak more than one. So my question is, what is a name given to someone who can speak many languages? Is it a polyglot, a polyphile, or a polymorph? Last question of the day, of the morning. It's morphing time. Too easy. Hopefully it's easy. It's not a polymorph, which I can't remember what it is, but it is a polyglot. Polyglot, you can see more than 50 if you're getting that right. 12 for polyphile and 20 for polymorph. Well done. And that's it. 5 questions done. 1 minute to go. We're on time. Let's look at the leaderboards. How are we doing? How many people got there right in the end? There we go. Big score. Well done too. Urban Sombrero, Hot Pie in the Sky, Emma, Indica, Now Cut That Out, John M, Anime Dan, Falling Knife, Nick, Annie B, A-Gale, Rebel, Microwave, Adi Fanart, High Five, Andrew Burst, Jeremy, Peter, everyone got that last one right, didn't they? Jenny, Nox, Baba Dada, Mython, SJP, Typical Ghost, you won, well done. Dennis, Johnny, Steph, and that's it, 28 winners. Well done. Definitely get through. No answer didn't show. If you got it right, it should have come up. But yeah, sorry about that. We'll have a look and see what's causing it. That's it. You won. Well done, guys. Typical Ghost, you've smashed it. And yeah, we'll be back again later today at 3 p.m. Later tonight at 8 p.m. and with More or Less at 9 p.m. tonight. So like, and that's just England time. So if you want to look in the app, you can see the exact time stuff is coming out. I failed again. Don't worry. There's more times to win. Thank you for playing. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will now run away and be back later on. Goodbye.